The tarmac waits, the engines rise, flags are waving, the crowd takes flight. A nation's heartbeat in the heat of night. From pit to street, the echoes call, a symphony of thunder through Senna's hall. Every turn a story, every roar a flame. In Brazil's embrace, we chase the name. Engines of Brazil ignite the flame. Steel and spirit burning bright. Through the rush, the league takes wing. In this race, the legends sing. The lights go dark, the storm breaks free. A cancer's fire, a cancer ignite. We too let they take you are. The storm's on, the storm breaks free. A dance of fire, the lost alive. Real, wheels and hurts that fly. Beneath the roar, a dream will die. Hear the voices, millions strong. The pulse of Brazil carries us along. Every life, a legacy to leave. On this rock we dare believe. Engines of Brazil, the night is ours. Blaze of glory beneath the stars. On this sacred road, our spirits rise. In the racing heart of Paris. hope all the ladies got a nice, tidy Brazilian for post-race celebrations and drivers' rewards. Yeah!
The race, and off we go. 5 green lights and they're away. So Connor and Hypes battling at the front. Round the corner they go. Why is everybody ghosting? Everybody is ghosting on my stream apart from Hypes. Don't know what happened there, but we're back on Connor. Unbelievable. Technical nightmare tonight. But Connor leads the he leads the race. NL Baz in second, Jessic third in the Haas. Ross in the Ferrari is in fourth. Johnny B fifth in the Williams. He's got the Aston of Smithy right on his box. And right behind him, we've got Rock Robes in the McLaren in that beautiful new livery. Pipes is in eighth, and Lovely Calf is in ninth. That's Cafe. Christo's in 10, 11 is Chicane, and right at the back, but not last but not least, obviously, in that Aston Martin is Travis. So let's see what's going on. We'll get the telemetry up and we'll have a look at the tyre positions. Mostly out on mediums, apart from the 4 lads, Connor, Baz, Hypes and Cafe. They're all out on the hards. So they're going to make those hards last for a longer stint at the beginning, and they're going to have the faster tyre, all being well, for the second part of this race. Position changes already. Hypes up 2, Cafe up 2, and Christo up 2. Ross Davies is up 1. I think that was somebody's internet. Don't know what happened, because Pounder, it was showing Hypes in the lead and all sorts of stupid stuff going on there. So look, it is what it is. At least it's not a league race tonight, and we've got a little bit of coverage. On with Jessic. Jessic's on the back of this Alpine, or this Haas of, it's an Alpine of NL Baz, and he's going to try a move along here. If he doesn't get it here, he'll try to get as close to the box as he can. Connor puts in a 1:10.895, the third lap of the race, and he gets the fastest lap. All in the DRS zone at the moment. The only person out of the DRS looks like Smithy behind Ross Davies, and he'll catch that back, I would say. Trying an outside move here, but it's not going to work. Will he try it up the hill? Let's ride on board. On with Johnny B. Johnny's pushing. Oh no, Johnny's had an incident, has he? I think Johnny had an incident. Don't think there's any damage, but he's letting people through. So Johnny has had a little incident there, but I'm not too sure exactly what happened. But at least it's not a flag or a safety car at this moment in time. Yeah, 1973 was the first race here. It's 4,309 kilometres anti-clockwise track. It's a mixture of uphill straights and very, very technical twists. So it does make for a very demanding and most likely an unpredictable circuit. The pit loss stop time is about 23 seconds. And believe it or not, there's an average safety car percentage of 70% with a virtual safety car percentage of 43. So I don't know in this league whether that will happen, because to me, I can't see how there could be a safety car unless somebody is going to be really careless, because they look as if they are fairly well spread out and they're doing their thing. On with Hypes. He's in 7th. And Hypes is chasing down the Rock Robs in the McLaren. Just love the livery of that car, and we'll just stay on board here to see if he can make something work here. Oh, loses a wee bit of pace there. Just got a bit squirrely out of that. caught the rumble strip and lost the front end ever so slightly. But look at Cafe. Cafe's right on the back, and Cafe is trying very hard in the 8th position. He wants that 7th position, but this DRS train in this race of 3 cars is going to be a battle that is absolutely certain. On with your race leaders, and we're on with NL Baz, and Baz is in the Alpine. He's chasing down Connor in the Haas. He's going to find himself in the DRS zone very shortly, and I've got a feeling we might see NL Baz making a move. But Connor seems to be just doing what he needs to do to keep that distance just enough to be able to stop that Alpine getting the advantage on this straight. So let's just see how he defends along the straight. Just look at Connor go. Connor is keeping that distance. Baz is now trying to squeeze a little bit, but not getting that advantage on the DRS that he would have liked. Go jump on with the boss man, and that is Chicane. I think he just made a move there, and he's got himself up into P10, and he is now chasing down Johnny in the Williams. Lap 6 of 36 here in Brazil. On with Ross Davies. He's in the Ferrari and he is trying. So Ross is trying, and that McLaren of Rock Robs is trying behind him. Behind him is Hypes and Cafe behind him. So very, very tight together here in Brazil so far. Lap 6, and there is furious battles going on already in a couple of little groups. Round that left-hander they go. Penalty free at the moment. Nobody's picked up any track limits, so all racing very well at the moment. Oh, look at that outside move there. Can he make it work of the Ferrari? The Ferrari's trying, and Ross Davies up into 5th, and he's now chasing the Aston of Smithy. So come on, Ross, let's have it. You've got some pace here, and it's very, very, very obvious. I've got a feeling that's not the way to do it. You know better. But it's no bad thing to put a little bit of that red front of the Ferrari in the wing mirror of that Aston. Just to say to Smithy, you beware, Smithy, because I'll tell you what, Ross Davies is coming right behind you, and he wants that P4 position. So Smithy, you have got everything to do to fend off this Ferrari of Ross this evening. Let's just stay on board with this little battle here, as the McLaren and the Williams and the Mercedes of Cafe all chasing this group down. This should be a battle down the straight. Let's see what they do. ...206 miles per hour inside move, and he makes that stick, and that's a clean move. A little touch of wheels there, but that's just racing, and a very, very close battle. The Williams touches the Mercedes as well there, or the Aston, sorry it was. But just look at this, down the straight, 4x4. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is battle at its best. Outside move there, and the Mercedes of Lovely Calf, that's Cafe, takes into that P5 position, and the Ferrari then takes him. Oh my goodness, this is frantic here in this little group of absolute mad drivers. Unbelievable stuff. They might be mad, but they're totally clean right now. There's nothing whatsoever sinister going on. On with Johnny B. Excuse me. On with the leaders. We've got Connor still in the lead, but look at that. He has Baz and Jessic right on the table. Jessic has just, oh, caution, what has happened? People are diving into the pits. Who has picked up damage? Where was the caution? It looks like Christo has had a problem. And yes, Christo is off track there at the minute. He looks like he has a puncture on the rear right tyre of that Red Bull. So he has had an incident which has caused a puncture, and he is very, very seriously trying to control this Red Bull. And I don't know whether he's going to make it home or not. But I've got a feeling this has brought out a safety car as the guys line up, and we wish Christo the best trying to get that car back into the pits. Will he keep going? Will he retire? I don't know. I think he just might retire because his race is more or less... Well, if he pits, if he does get in, let's just see where he is. Oh, he's all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Look at his front left. The front left's not even turning. So he's trying his best to take this. This is like something out of Only Fools and Horses on the three-wheel car. Come on, Del boy. Yes, Rodney. Let's get this car home. Oh, Christo, I'm sure you're broken, but you are trying so hard to get this Red Bull into the pits, to get some sort of a damage fixed on this car and this puncture. But that is a sad looking Red Bull right now at this moment in time. But the lads are on an outlap, are in it. He's made it into the pits. Massive cheer for Christo in the Red Bull. Oh no, he's back in again. Oh. Can he make it? Can he get a change? Can he get back on to the back of the group? Will the group wait? Will the safety car continue on? What is going on in this pit lane? But out he comes again with a fresh set of tyres, and Christo is back in business, and I hope that the safety car waits for them. I think it will. So there's your positions on track, and there are your stops. Everybody has had one stop. Unfortunately, Christo is a lap behind at the moment. But P1's Connor, 2 is NL Baz, Jessic in the Haas 3rd, Smithy 4th, Cafe is in 5th, Ross is in 6th, Johnny 7th, Chicane is in 8th, and Robs is in the McLaren in 9th. 10th place is Travis from Northern Ireland is in 11th in the Williams, and Christie is back out there in that Red Bull, and he is joining the peloton as they go for one more lap, and that gives me a great excuse to go and have a quick cig. Back in 2 seconds. So Gavin, back with you again, and it is under safety car. So safety car's in this lap, and we'll just go on with the race leader at the moment, who is Connor in the Haas. So he is going to back everybody up, and he is going to dictate the start here, or the restart in lap 11. So the safety car statistics came true. That 70% opportunity and chance of a safety car did come true. Everybody is out and had their tyre changes. So that's the situation in tyres, and this is the situation now and the start of this race, and I'm going to watch them all go into turn one, and off he goes. Connor's away, and off he goes quite well too. Round this first right-hander, this is where it can happen. So just watch them all get round there nice and safely. Everybody is in a lovely formation at this moment in time. And that Aston Martin of Smithy is just fending off a bundle of guys right behind them here. And they are fighting so hard down the straight. In the inside is the Williams of Johnny. Can Johnny make it stick? No, he can't. On with Johnny. Looking behind him, there are a bundle of guys chasing him down, and there's a couple of moves going on right behind him as that Racing Bull of Chicane is right on the tail. And we'll just have a look at Racing Bull here. And this is Chicane riding on board, chasing down Johnny, turning around this left-hander, gets a nice bit of an exit there and gets a bit of pace. But in a DRS train he will be. Let's see if it activates. DRS now enabled, so not on that straight he won't, but it will on the next straight. 11 watching tonight so far, so everybody very welcome along to this very disjointed stream tonight. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, we've had a lot of technical difficulties with the new software for Lightstream. Look at that Aston. Travis Joseph is trying. Lap 13 of 36 here in Brazil. This is Chicane Racing League, and this is a exhibition race tonight in realistic cars. So a lot going on here to try and cover. He's going to try the inside move. He makes it work, and he does a beautiful job there. And he just catches Chicane having a little snooze there. And Rock Robs is trying to make advantage of it as well as he goes round the outside, and he then takes Chicane as well, getting himself up into 9th position. Rock Robs, that was a lovely move. Very opportunistic and very well taken. 1:10.788 by Jessic, and he holds the fastest lap of the race. So just look at the pace here of the McLaren. Will he get the DRS toe here, and will he get a move made on the Travis here in the Aston Martin? Let's have a look. Oh, somebody's having a wee look, but says no. On with Baz. Baz and Connor and Jessic all having an absolute ball here in P1, 2 and 3. That's Haas versus Alpine versus Haas. So the Alpine is the ham in the Haas sandwich right now, and he wants to be the top layer. So NL Baz is fighting very hard, and he is wanting to get that P1 position taken off Connor. Oh, that's beautifully taken. Side by side round this left-hander or right-hander, and Connor still holds that off, and Baz is trying furiously hard to make a move on the outside, and this could end up in tears, but they are really, really keeping it clean and respectful, and this is racing, a simulator racing at its very, very best, as Connor and Baz are having a ball here in Brazil, and Jessic is having a ball watching those two guys battle, and he's just trying to pick up the pieces in 3rd position, and he is going to pounce whenever he can. But just look at those three guys right now. What a race, and how close can this be as Baz now takes the lead on with Connor, and Connor's going to take it back again here. 32% of the battery, DRS activated, and off he goes. Baz is going to have to use everything in the tank to hold him off, but it looks like Connor is going to wait to the next opportunity to make his move. Nicely round the left-hander, into the right, and down into the straight they go. And I don't think he's going to be able to pick up a position here, or is he? He's going to try. He's used all of his battery doing it. Out to the outside he goes. Oh, look at these three guys. They are giving us a lesson in how to race closely here in Brazil. This is a phenomenal three-way battle here. Jumping on with Smithy. Ross Davies is only 2 seconds now behind Jessic, and he's wanting to get onto that DRS train of the three lads in front. So let's see if he can catch them. 1.9 back up to 2 seconds, so he's going to have to struggle very, very hard to get on here. And look at Smithy. Smithy's going to try and make a move here. He makes it stick, and out the outside he goes. So these guys should tow each other and help each other to try and get on. Ross Davies. The three leaders are pulling away now by 2.3 seconds, so that's going away from them on the rock robs. He makes that move and he makes it stick, but look at the guy behind him, that's Caffey, and Caffey's not letting him away with too much. Caffey's going to try and nick it back. Back on with the leaders, and look at this. Just look at this. NL Baz, Connor and Jessic all having an absolute ball here. The two Haas's are working together, and they are now chasing the Alpine of Baz down here, and they are going to have a furious battle for the next lot of laps of this race in Brazil. In the inside, outside move being tried. The Alpine holds it. The Baz, oh, look at that for a move. That is a beauty. And that puts Connor back in P1. Absolute beautiful. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The Northern Ireland lad, all the way from a little town called Moira, has made a complete bullocks of that pit stop. And that has cost him. And Christo has DNF'd. So two Haas's now working together to try and keep NL Baz out of the P1 and P2 position. And if they are sensible, they should make every single corner as difficult as they possibly can and try and hold off this Alpine of Baz in third position. Baz is just losing a little bit of pace now. You can see the tyre situation. Hypes has decided to put on a set of softs. So Hypes is obviously going for a fastest lap, because I don't think the soft tyres will last all of those laps to go. Now the two Haas's are having a race. Side by side, absolute action. Oh my goodness gracious, how good is this? And Baz is right on the tail as well as they now go in. There's the inside move. And Jessic is trying to take the P1 position. Oh, they just touch, and they are furiously battling up the hill. Oh, look at this, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff here in Brazil with the Chicane Racing League on a Thursday evening with this beautiful exhibition race going on. Some penalties being handed out now, so let's have a look what they are. 3 seconds for Joseph Traffus, and Hypes has picked up that 10 second for speeding in the pit lane. Hypes will be spitting blood at the moment, and he won't be happy. On with Johnny B. And just look, 1.5 seconds Smithy has got that gap down to in that Aston Martin, and he wants part of this DRS train, and he is furiously trying to get on, and with the help of Johnny behind him, they're swapping positions now, and Johnny's going to take it. Into the left-hander he goes, and Johnny takes it, and now that Aston will get into the DRS zone, and slowly but surely they are winding the 3 litres in. Fantastic, fantastic stuff here in Brazil. They've got it down to 1.785, 1.7, 1.5, and they are definitely chasing the pack down. And this could be a very, very, very good end to this race under DRS. Oh, the Alpine's off, and there's carnage. Oh my God, NL Baz has binned it, Ross Davies has binned it, and those two guys have definitely made a severe mistake and cost themselves the race, and also brought out another safety car. Lap 20 of 36, and only 9 drivers left in this race. Ross Davies, NL Baz and Chris Doe all out of the race here, and that now gets Hype an opportunity maybe to go into the pits. Does he lose that 10-second warning? I'm getting points. Whoa, well done, Hypes. Can you get rid of that 10-second and get back into this race? Come on, let's go, get in there. I don't know whether he can lose the points under safety car. I'm not too sure. Everybody jumping into the pits. Let's have a look at the tyre situations here. All jumping out of their mediums. Are they all going to put softs on? What are they going to put on? They're putting mediums on. Out go the medium tyres. Jessek's put on hards. Chicane. All in the pits. Does Hypes go into the pits? He does. He puts on. Oh, Hypes has stayed out. He has stayed out on 3-lap-old soft tyres, and that puts him in 4th position. But that is going to be a difficult move to carry out now with 14 laps to go. So he's going to have to stop, and he's going to have to change those soft tyres. But he could make up a fair wee bit of distance if he can get in front of these lads and maybe make those soft tyres work for a while. A safety car it is. So 9 drivers left in this exhibition race this evening in Brazil. This is the Chicane Racing League. This is just a wee one-off race. Realistic car performance as they all start to gather back up now. I don't think the safety car will go in this lap because they're still waiting on the Aston of Travis to get on the back. So it just might go for another lap. Let's see if it does. If it does, I might just pop out for another smoke. And I think it is. So we'll just keep it on broadcast, and I'll be back with you in 2 seconds to see the second restart under safety car here in Brazil. Safety car in this lap, I would say. Yes, indeed. So Connor will back them up once again and try another restart. You can see the tyre situations. Lovely Calf has put on a set of soft tyres and he is hoping to get 14 laps out of those. I'm not sure that will be successful, but time will tell and the story will be told. And looks like Connor's away. Round the first corner, Williams on the inside of the Haas. He's trying an inside move. They touch tyres. Bit of there's maybe a bit of side damage there. I just don't know what damage would have been done there, but there was a little touch. Everybody in the mix here as the two Astons are having a right old ball here. Up the hill they go. Rock Robs gets a 3-second penalty. Little wing touch there. And that Aston looks for the inside move but doesn't try it. Hypes is back onto the medium tyres. So look at that. Oh, look at that move. And the move sticks, and that Rock Robs guy just makes a move there beautifully on Travis, getting himself up into P6. And it's a DRS train from the top right down. Let's see them coming down this straight. DRS enabled. What a drag race we've got here. As everybody right down to Hypes is in this DRS train. Cafe is way behind, 23 seconds behind in the Mercedes. But just look what we've got going on here. This is going to make for a phenomenal last 12 laps of this race in Brazil. Almost chicane. Will he try it? Oh, he just backs off. He's going to do it on the next DRS zone. He gets very close to the back of Connor. The Racing Bull versus the Haas. And this is for P1. Can the move be made? Or can Connor hold them off? Nice bit of battery management from Connor there. He's just building up that battery. And he's using it all for defence. And he will defend for his life in the Haas as he goes round this right-hander. So let's go down them one by one. Connor 1, Chicane 2, Jessic 3, Smithy 4, Johnny in the Williams is in 5, Rock Rob 6, Travis Joseph is in 7th, and Hypes in 8th, all in the DRS train here for the last 11 laps here in Brazil. Cafe is out of the race in 9th place, and unfortunate for him, but what a race we have here. Nice move being made there on the Aston, and Hypes gets himself up into 7th position, and the lad from Northern Ireland is now cooking, and he is now wanting part of the fun at front, but he has got that seconds, 1.5 seconds to make up to Rock Robs to try and get on the back, and that might be a task. Let's see how he handles it. On with Jessic. He's trying the inside move, outside move, round the corner, and Jessic makes that stick, and he goes into P2. Chicane's in the inside, and Chicane's going to try an inside move here. Can he make it work? He can. Side by side. This is furious battling between the Haas and the Racing Bull. That is phenomenal stuff, and it sticks okay. And Jessic holds that P2 position, but he's got Smithy and Johnny all breathing down right back as far as Hypes. They are all doing a fab job, and Travis has gone in and he has hitted. Nobody's shaking anybody off now in this top 7. Hypes have got himself into a 1 second behind. Hypes is now in the DRS zone. Okay, so right down to P7, we've got a train, and this is going to be phenomenal here for the last 10 laps or so of this race. Connor leading, Jessic second. Johnny B's going to try and make a move here. He's trying to line up behind this Aston of Smithy, and I think Johnny has got an appetite to try and make an overtake move, but he's only got 35% the battery. Smithy has got 41, so they're fairly well equal there, and I think they will try very hard but not succeed just for a lap or two, and they just might have to hold their positions. The person that just might get a pass here is Jessic. So let's see if Jessic can make this move and get Connor put back into P2. Into the right-hander. He's close enough to make the move now. Will he make it? He's trying. But look at the pace of Connor in the Haas. Connor and Jessic both driving Haas's tonight, so they're both in equal cars. And I can honestly say that these guys are battling profusely for this P1 position. Johnny B has fallen out of the DRS zone. He's got Smithy right on his tail, and they're going to try very hard to get back onto that train one way or another. And it looks like they're all back again. On with the leader. Absolute fair play to our 8th driver at the moment, who's Caffey. And Caffey's out there. He's in 8th and he's continued on. Even though he's 23 and a half odd seconds behind, he stayed out there because he knows that there are points available for 8th position. Look at this battle. Inside move here by Connor. And Connor and Jessic are fighting it round here. And this is a close one. Oh my goodness. And look at the chicane. Chicane's right in there in the mix. And Chicane is trying to pick up the pieces and hoping that these two Haas's make a mistake to let him through and possibly take the win. He is in a lovely position at the moment and he's fighting very, very hard. Here they come. Can the Haas make the move? I think he definitely can this time. Outside he goes. Yes, he makes the move, and he makes that stick into the left-hander. So Jessic now takes the lead. And honestly, this is some furious racing going on here between these top three. Chicane, Connor and Jessic all battling out. Behind them, we've got Johnny B, Smithy and Rock Robes. They're all fighting it out. And Hypes is really, really going well now in 7th position, trying so hard to get an improvement on that P7 spot. On O'Connor. I honestly believe that anybody on the hard tires are well advantaged now, and the hard tires have got to be the better compound, and those mediums at 10 laps old have got to be starting to show a fair bit of wear, and I think the hard tires will dominate, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Jessic, Chicane, Smithy, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if those hard tires do the job. 5 laps to go here in Brazil with the Chicane Racing League on a Thursday night. What a race it's been, full of moves, full of all sorts of things, 2 safety cars, and we're now in the final 5 laps of the race. Almost Chicane. On the rock rubs. Can Connor make the move? Lap 32 at 36, coming into the 33rd lap now, when we get round this corner over the start-finish line, and Jessic is making a very, very good job of this P1 position, and he's trying very hard to pull the lead over the 1 second gap, but Connor ain't letting that happen, and Connor has pulled it back in again, and they're now really tight together once again, going down the second straight after these 2 left and then a right-hander corners. Both got lots of battery, so lots of defending and lots of attacking going to be going on here in the last laps. So Jessic in the Haas, 1, in 2 Connor in the Haas. In 3rd is the Racing Bull of Chicane. In 4th, only 8 drivers left. Travis, Ross, NL Baz and Christo have all retired. Smithy's in 5th, Rock Rob 6th, and Hypes in that 7th position. And Cafe still just putting in lap after lap to keep that P8 position, and he'll gather up and take the points for that. Hard tires, in my opinion, are starting to dominate the race now, and I do expect this hard tire of Chicane and also Smithy to start coming into themselves and maybe just outdo the medium tires that are now 13 laps old. Let's see Hypes. He's put himself in a nice position now. I think Hypes is about to take P6, and he should take it easily here. Nice move. That puts Hypes into 6th. And he's now going to chase down Smithy. But Smithy's 2.9 seconds ahead of him. And just look at Connor. Two more laps to go, coming into lap 35. All 4 or 5 guys in the front here, all battling. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, all in the DRS with Smithy in the 5th position at the moment, and the two Haas's are fighting for the podium, and they are fighting for the top spot. An inside move tries for the Haas, side by side, and that Visa Cash App is just like a predator, hoping that the Haas's will make some sort of a mistake. And Connor is on the DRS again. Coming round the left-hander, into the right-hander. One more lap to go after this one to determine who is going to be the winner of this exhibition race here in Brazil. Final lap. On with Jessic. This is Jessic's race to lose, and he's speeding off now in those hard tyres, and the hard tyres are definitely dominating now. But what a job Connor has done on those mediums, and Chicane is in P3, and can Chicane get the second spot? I'm not too sure he can. Johnny B's in 4th, and right behind him Smithy. Hypes is going to end up in 6th position, and Rock Robs in 7th, and Cafe will be 8th. So it's just the fight for the first 5. And Jessic is dominating the last few laps of this race on the hard tyres, and I do not think that he is going to lose from this position. Let's have them. Here they come. In first, it's Jessic. In second, it's Connor. In third, it's Chicane. In 4th, it's Johnny. 5th, oh my goodness, what happened there? Massive incident with the Haas there. Hypes gets a 6th position, and look at that Haas, it's sparking on the track. Rock Robs comes in 7th place, and let's give Cafe a big clap for hanging in there in that Mercedes in 8th place, and he will take it over the line for a very, very decent 8th place. Even though it's last, he hung in, and he took the points. He gives that car a bit of a wobble to say, I'm blaming glad that race is over, and he sticks it over the line, passes that Haas that has completely bent himself over the finish line. So there you have it. Again, apologies, and remember guys, do not be watching this race back on Twitch. It will only be available for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then it will be removed, and then I'm going to put something together on YouTube for you to watch. I'll delete all the safety car bits out, and I'll put a little highlight show together for you, and as soon as I have that uploaded, I'll let you know. The celebrations go, the champagne sprays, and there you have it. Race winner is Jessic. Jessic gets fastest lap. Chicane gets driver of the day, which I've got to agree with. Most overtakes is Johnny B, and the cleanest driver, Johnny B. So Jessic 1, Connor 2, Chicane 3, Johnny 4, Smithy 5, Hypes 6, Rock Robs in the McLaren 7th, Cafe 8th, and Travis, Ross, Baz and Christo all DNF here this evening in Brazil. I've been Gavin Bass 1. This has been Chicane Racing League on a Thursday night. This was a little exhibition race, and by God, it did produce some very tight, close racing. So thanks for that, guys. Well done, and again, very, very sorry for the technical issues with my software, and I'll speak to you soon.
Brazil. engines sing for Brazil.